Hope you're having a really good day. Keyword today is launch. If you want information about the new Black Friday deals that are going on my Chalk site, just type launch. I will get to you after the live. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's get going here. Put this on. Double check my, oh, why did I do that? Okay. All right. Put this here. Hi guys, it's Nancy. How is everybody? Hope you're having a great Monday. If it says was live above my head, that means you caught the replay. Just type hashtag replay, that way I can welcome you. I forgot to do my notification here, but if you are not in my broadcast channel, go ahead and type the word launch, and then you're going to want to click the broadcast link and join there. I am also getting it up in many chats. Let me just get that out. How are you doing today? I was back at school today. It was actually a great day at school. Can't complain at all about that. Okay, it's Monday. That means new Black Friday deals. So this hanging chalkboard is one of your blockbuster items for this week. The other item is a wine bag that you can use the heat transfers on. That I don't have here, but it is on my Chalk site. So if you type launch, it'll take you to what's new on my site and you'll see it. The wine bag is $6. The chalkboard is $10. And we're going to play with it today. Oh, this is a nice one. All right, we're going to keep our cardboard because that's what crafters do, right? Can we throw anything away? I'm going to keep my cardboard is what I'm going to do. All right, and then let me just check this out. Do I want to just work around this? We're going to work around it. Okay, we are going to get some espresso chalk paste. And we are going to get a wet foam brush. I'm going to wet it actually more. And we're going to stain the chalkboard. This part's totally optional. If you like the raw wood, just leave it the way it is. But for my idea, I want to stain it. Okay, so I'm going to go across the top here, kind of around my jute string, like so. It's really not that hard to go around it, so, ooh, look how pretty this is. You guys, when you get here, say hi. I actually should have done the edges first. So let me do the rest of the edges, and then, and this is a double-sided chalkboard, as it turns out. So you can do something different on the back if you like. So I'm only going to go through the edges. I'm not going to worry about the back, but we might do this one more time this week and come up with a second idea for this cute little frame. What I think is really cool to do when you do double-sided items is do like one holiday on one side and then the very following seasonal on the other. So what we might do is we're going to do something winter today on this side, but maybe we will do Christmas or something else on the back, maybe every day. I haven't decided because I didn't realize it was double-sided. How fun. And I love this wood grain. Isn't this pretty? I love this. Once I get all this painted, I'll go to my comments, see who's here. Make sure you're saying hello. I'm going to reveal, yesterday, if you saw on my page, I posted a reel in the morning, something that I was cutting on my laser. It is a Christmas gift, so I didn't want to even though this person who's getting it is not on Facebook, or at least not on my Facebook, I didn't want him to find out before. But I want to give you guys the answer to what it was. Nobody was right. And honestly, it was kind of mean because I didn't think anyone would actually get it, but I had somebody close. Close enough that I'm going to send some happy mail to. All right, I want this kind of even. Do I want this a little darker? So I want to give you the information for that. Oops. Hold on, hold the phone. Let me find my page. That way I know I'm live and all the things. Not here talking to myself. Let's see who's on. Let me see here. Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, so isn't this so pretty painted? We got to do the top, I guess. Let's get this top part done while my comments are trying to pop up. Hi, Patricia. There's a comment. Patricia's here. Let me get this top part stained. How pretty is this stained? We'll do this part a little darker. It looks very dramatic in the screen, but it really is stained in person. So I'm not that worried about it, but sometimes in the camera things look a little different. But there we go. There's our stained board. Hi, Jen. And we're going to set that aside to dry for just for now. And then let me see who's here. I don't know why that won't go away. Let's see. Hi, Daniel and Vicky. Hi, and Linda. Hello. Karen, Deborah. Hello. Hi, Jessica Morgan. And Dawn. Dawn, how are you? Hi, Karen and Lena and Kathy. All my friends are here. Hi, Susan. Thank you, Tracy and Jan. Hello. Hi, Cindy. Bonnie, hello. And Teresa, welcome, welcome. How is everybody's day? We're starting with this. Now we're moving on to the step 2. I created a new tape board, which just means I put more tape on here. And I have some cutouts. Guys, we have a new free gift with purchase. Okay? Last week was the heat transfers and the keychains. Okay? Let me show you what this week's free gift with a $50 purchase on my chalk site. It will be totally added to your cart. You're going to get this super cute Flakes Welcome size A transfer, and you get a repeated of snowflakes. So I have the cutouts. They're listed on my Etsy site. If you want them, need them, they're there. I put them there just before I went live. And I actually cut some extra snowflakes. So anyone that earns these from my chalk site today, you are going to get, let me see how many extra this is. It might be 3 extra sets of snowflakes. So if you earn the transfer and you make a purchase on my Etsy site to get the cutouts, if you do this before the end of the night, I'll give you an extra set. I think it is 3 extra sets of snowflakes. And that's just if you purchase these. Basically, if you purchase these on my Etsy site, if you purchase them today on my Etsy site, this little bundle, then I'll send you 3 extra sets, so you'll get 4 sets of the snowflakes. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Hi, Sandy. Why do I sound like the old show Romper Room? What did I say that sounds like that? I mean, I am a teacher, so I can't help it. Hi, Wendy. How do I sound like Romper Room? Okay, you guys, I wanted to show you these, and I'm glad we're all here. I was at Michael's yesterday buying my sweatshirt. And look at I got all these foam brushes for $10. 72 foam brushes for $10. I will have these maybe for the rest of my life. I don't know, but I thought they were fun. I picked up kind of a more generic set, and there was only 60 pieces, So when I saw this sitting there, I grabbed it. 72 pieces. So if you do a lot of craft painting, use the foam brushes, go to Michael's, because wow, these were, I'm excited. They're very stiff. I love, it makes it easier to paint, all the things. So there's your little tip. Run to Michael's. Got these yesterday. Okay, so I am taking this month's color of the month, which I'm sure is sold out because it's after the 15th. But if you're in the club, you can still get this color. It's called Something Borrowed. And I am actually going to paint all of these in this basically one coat. One coat? Well, don't hold me to that. But basically, we're going to paint all of these in Something Borrowed, this really pretty blue color. Okay, all the words. It's all the cutouts and all the letters, I'm sorry, from the transfer. And all the snowflakes we're also going to do in this pretty Something Borrowed color. So now the only way you're going to be able to get this color now is going to be if you're in the club. So don't miss out. An hour and a half. See if they have them online, Jen. I mean, you don't have to get these, but I thought it was a good deal. They might have them online. You don't know. They at least had them on my store. I mean, I like a good deal. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Sandy. Sandy, how are you? Thanks for sprinkling, Beverly. Appreciate you so much. So, you know, I meant to bring it in here, and I forgot to show you. But the thing, in case those of you who were participating yesterday on my laser, what's on the laser question, the answer is, it is a, honestly, I don't want to say even no, it's something for someone in my family who they're D&D people. Do you know what D&D is? Dungeons and Dragons? Anyway, I cut something on my laser for him for Christmas. And yes, that was the second time I cut it, because the first time I cut it fine. It's a box that holds rings. I don't know what they do, because I don't play Dungeons and Dragons and I don't know a lot about it. But it's a box that holds these rings that I cut also with my laser. The problem is I put the box together. I put the lid upside down and I already glued it. And yes, I even, against my better judgment, put it together without gluing it. And then somehow in the gluing process, I glued it wrong. So that's cut number 2. And I'm sure he's going to love it at Christmas time, but that's what it was. So Robin Lee was string on your shirt right here. This little tiny thing. Thank you. You can be a mom and tell me. Yay, Pet Hill. And I am so sorry for the little letters you were missing, but hopefully you can use the extra thing. So anyhow, I put it together wrong and I had to recut it, so now I have to glue it again. You know I won't glue it wrong the second time. I am one of those people that learns by doing. So even though I tried really hard not to glue it wrong, I did anyway. It's fine. So it's a pretty big box. Hi, Denise. I'm very tricky, Denise. I'm so tricky. Oh, they closed it. That's a bummer. Actually, some of the, there's a group of designers. Some of the, I guess it's just the top sellers in the company were able to purchase the Black Friday things early. So that we can have them and show them to you so you guys can see them. That's how I got it so early, Denise. Working my tail off is, I guess, the real answer. Okay, so I think this is good enough. This does not have to be covered perfectly, but I'm going to get this nice, pretty blue on here. And then we're going to set all this aside and we'll chalk on it in a bit. All right, this is something borrowed. We're going to go back to this. I'm trying, Denise. I'm doing my best. That's all I can do, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make sure my frame is nice and dry. Just so I don't get it all over everything. Okay, and then I need to move this. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so we are going to take this month's club. So the club, guys, is a bundle, a discounted bundle delivered to your door. This month you get 3 pay singles. You get black, white, and something borrowed. You get this surface. And you can create this window scene with this transfer and the paste they give you like this. So we're going to use this transfer with our free deal. It was nice, you guys. Yes, it was so nice, Pat Hill. It was 85, so it was wonderful. Okay, and so I'm going to use this design on something else. So here we go. You can tell I've already used it a bunch. I don't even know if I'm not going to fuzz it. Okay, I don't think it needs to be fuzzed. So I think what I'm going to do is put him off to the left, my left. And we're going to do this a couple times here, but we're going to start with, I don't really need the arms, so I'm not going to worry about the arms right this minute. Okay, we are going to take bright white chalk paste, and we're going to basically do the snowman, okay? So I'm just going, and this is just going to create my outline. And if I get it somewhere I don't want it, we'll scrape it off. The awesome part about a chalkboard, guys, is it's a reusable surface. So you'll be able to remove any of the paste that you put on the chalkboard. So this is a great surface if you're brand new. This $10 chalkboard is a perfect place to start. Okay, so I am just going around. Do I want to do the buttons? I guess we'll do the whole part here. I was going to just do the outer edge, but I guess I'm doing the buttons too. That way they'll have a base of white. Let me know what you guys have been up to today. Of course, I was at school. Doing things that teachers do. You know, those kinds of things. Where do I get this month's kit? Stacy, well, now you already typed kit. Stacy, after the live, I will send you the direct link to my club. So you can join the club and get it. Okay, Kit is going to get you as a designer on my team. So, and you won't be able to type a different word now because it already sent you one. So I will, after the live is over, I will find your comment and send you a message in Messenger, okay? Where you can enroll in the club. Or you can find my page. Go to Runner Girl Designs at the Chalk site. You can follow the designer one, but then just go find Join Club. And you can enroll there. This transfer is only good until the end of the, it's only available until the end of the month. You won't be able to get it after November is over, okay? But I'll send it to you again when we're done. No problem. Okay, so I just cleaned the transfer both sides and then I dried the back. And then I'm just going to put the transfer down here for when I'm ready to use it again. Because we're not leaving it like this, okay? Thank you for asking, Stacey. Denise, you're so nice. Thank you so much. Okay, so we don't really have to, but we're going to dry this. Okay, and then there's a couple places where I went outside my chalk, the lines that I really wanted to go to, outside the hat. So I'm just taking my scrapey tool. This chalkboard is a little textured, so you may need to add a little water to get it up. But what I like to do is try to just get it up dry. Another trick is you take a wipe, wrap it around the end of your tool, and then just, oh, but this one poked through. Let me do a little fatter end. Wrap it around the end of your tool, and then you can just clean it up that way, because it just sometimes needs like a little water, or this is a baby wipe. You could use a wet paper towel, whatever works, just to clean up anything that if you were a little heavy-handed with the chalk there. Okay, so we're just going to clean that up. You're welcome, Stacy. Okay, now what we're going to do, next, step 2, 3, something, we're going to paint in, what are we going to paint in? We're going to paint in everything white. Yep, I think no, I think the hat we're going to paint different. And maybe the scarf will paint different. And I might need to do multiple coats, and that is okay. Because, white doesn't necessarily cover black super easily. So I'm just painting right out of the jar. The snowman base. Just like so. And then we're going to go back in and paint the scarf and the hat. Also. Okay, while we're waiting, we're going to paint scarf and hat. And I'm going to do the hat and the scarf, all the black parts, in the something borrowed also, because I think it's so pretty. So basically, instead of seeing the black lines, you're going to see this color. And again, probably going to need multiple coats, and that's okay. This will be you will be able to change this up because it's on this chalkboard. But you can also paint on it. All right, let's get the hat in this color. And I just haven't decided if I want to. I haven't decided if, oh, I should paint that white also. I can't decide if I want to do the outline again in black or do I want to do another color. I think we're going to do black, but all right, we're going to get this. Ooh, way too much paste. Wait, that'll never dry. Okay, this is basically dry, so I'm going to go over it again. And after the second coat, that black won't peek through, okay? So you definitely want to give it 2 coats. And I am not watering down my paste at all. I'm just painting straight from the jar. Just like this. Let me know if you have any questions at all. So basically we're just making our snowman white on the black chalkboard. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. I'm going to say that's good. I'm going to dry this just a little bit and get my blue paste dry. Well, I'm going to get it all dry, but I really want to get my blue paste dry. Dry enough to give it a second coat so I don't see that black peeking through the back. And then we're going to work on our letters and our snowflakes. Okay. And I said I was done with the white, but that may be a bit of a boost. So we're going to do right there. And right here. So if I didn't say this, I was told you that I did that D&D thing. Dungeons and Dragons box. But Robin was the closest. She said a board game. My knowledge is Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if you would really consider it a board game, but nobody else was even close. So we're giving Robin some happy mails, what we're doing. Linda, not on a wall, I haven't. Like, what, are you doing a pattern? Jen said I had an amazing, oh, good. Jen, that's amazing. Good for you. Proud of you. What kind of mural, Linda? The answer is no. But it would be a fun challenge, wouldn't it? It would certainly be a fun challenge to do that. What are you going to do that? I could do blue. That would be not a bad color. Okay, all this is dry. So since it's stuck to my tape, I'm just going to give everything a quick little, this is just because I want to make sure that I get a good pull on this. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, and then we're going to wax all this, okay? I could do blue. You're right. I absolutely could do blue. I was planning on doing everything in black, but you know, maybe. We're going to give everything a wax to protect our paste. Okay, I'm just going to wax it. Kind of scrape it back. And then we're going to get our transfer. Is it a board game? I mean, kind of. Is there a board to it? I think it's more of a, you know what? I don't even know. You could absolutely be right. I just didn't think that it's more of a strategy game, but I don't know if it's got boards with it. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to start with the words Flakes Welcome. I'm going to fuzz it a little bit. Patricia, you could totally be right. I know very little about it. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my letters and place them upside down onto the sticky part of the transfer. And then if I got to move them around when I flip them over, I will. There's an A, okay. Just think this is a little faster than trying to line it up from the front when you have individual letters. With this, oh, from the club. From this club? Like, how big of a mural are you talking here? Like a giant, are you talking about like, I mean, now my brain is like going. Are you thinking like a big winter scene? Is that the deal? And my L came off. Okay, and then we'll do the word welcome. We're just going to get it all on here. Darker blue on the hat and scarf would be pretty. Well, we'll see what we can do. Now in this word welcome, one of the snowflakes is the O. I gotta move a little quicker, you guys. And I think it's, I actually don't know which one it is. I think it's this one. Is it this one? No. This one. Hilarious that I don't know which one it is. Oh, I bet it's this one. This is the only one where there's one. There we go. M-E. Okay, then we're going to flip this over. And I'm going to move my snowflake because I didn't quite line it up right. And my C. Sorry, guys. E. C, L. I guess I should have just done it from the front to begin with. There's my L. And the last L we're going to slide in here also. Okay, so this has a light blue outline. We're going to chalk it all in white. So you're just going to take that same chalk paste we used to paint with and go over the whole thing just like this. Just like you're buttering toast. And then you're going to scrape up any excess chalk paste. And you can put it back in the jar. I'm going to peel these off super quick. And we're going to lay it out to dry. I don't know if you'll notice a big change on camera, but it looks so pretty to me with the outline of the blue. That part is optional. I think it looks pretty. No, it's great, Jan. I mean, it's right to me. It's right on my end. Okay, now we're going to take our snowflakes, and I actually don't know if I'm going to use all of them. Let's just set this aside. We're going to do a little different order here. We're going to set our words aside. We're going to make sure this is super dry. Yeah, Sandy, the small pieces for sure. It's usually a better option. Hang on a minute. Can't tell if that's wet or hot. This just feels funny right here. Hang on. Yeah, no, the A looks good to me. I don't know, it looks good to me. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to sand this a little bit. I know this is a chalkboard, but I'm just sanding because we have all this paste here. And what I want to do is just smooth it out a little bit, okay? That's going to make it look better when we lay our transfer back on top, okay? It's just going to make it not look so... I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it's going to look it crisper. How about that? And then I am going to wax it lightly. You definitely want to wax anytime you are layering your paste or painting, or your paint, I should say. Okay, and then we're going to get our transfer back out. And then this is where I need to just think for a minute. Okay, we're going to lay this out. So what you want to do is then line it back up, and you on your edge, you really shouldn't see any black. Or not too much anyway. Can do slightly over just a bit. Just turn the transfer just a little bit. Make small movements until you feel like you've got it right where you want it. Okay, same deal, except this time we need to actually do the arms. And I originally chose espresso, but I'm actually going to get bark because it's a little lighter brown for the arms, okay? So I'm going to take my bark. And we're going to do this part first while I marinate on what I want to do with the hat. So basically, I'm just kind of picking out this snowman from the whole scene. So I'm just going through and getting the parts of the branches that I want. pressing the paste in the silk screen. But this is going to be super forgiving, so don't stress if you get it in the wrong spot. So after doing his arms, one arm, I'm just going to lift that. And then this one is way easier because there isn't any detail around it. And then we're going to lift that side just to release the paste from the silk screen. I still can't decide, do I want to use blue or do I want to... I haven't decided, I haven't committed. I have not fully committed. All right, we're going to do the nose in Marmalade. And again, we're just going to lift and lay. And you just want to make sure you're touching down. So you guys think I should do Cadet is what I'm hearing. I don't know if I have it, so let me see. This is not the old one though. I think I have a new jar in here. I'm hearing blue for the hat and the scarf, so we're going to go with it. I just haven't opened it yet. Hi, Christy McKinney. How are you? Jen, I don't know. He said like 7 to 10 days, so I'm thinking it's going to be after Thanksgiving, really. Thank you, Florine. Okay, we're going to do, per request, the hat and the scarf outline in Cadet. So we'll see how that ends up looking. And then we'll do, and maybe his buttons. So you can see the reason that we waxed, you guys, is because everywhere that we painted is where the sticky part of the transfer is touching, okay? And then we don't want it to pull it up, that's why. Okay, that's why we're doing it that way. Okay, and then we just need black. Let me get black. Now black comes with the club, white comes with the club, and your something borrowed also comes with the club. Okay, then the rest of this we're going to do in black. Even his buttons. Let me know what you think. Hit that heart button. Type the word launch, you guys, so you can see all the new things. You want to check out the new wine bag. Oh, this is so cute. So cute. Thank you for the blue suggestion. I do like the way that looks. I am going to fix just a couple things, though. Hit that heart button for me. Where's my scrapey deal? So obviously I got a little bit of white right here that I didn't want. And over here, I'm a little too crazy with the paintbrush. And I can clean it up with the wipe like I did before. I think this is so cute. Okay, now what we're going to do is take our letters. I don't know exactly. Let's just lay it out. They're already dry. Oh, I was thinking I was going to put all the letters up here, but maybe not. We're going to do the word flakes at the top. Okay, we're going to move this back just a bit. And the word welcome at the bottom. Ooh, wrong L. This is the problem. Jan, did you notice that? Were you yelling at me, Nancy? That's the wrong one. C-O-M-E. Jan's my detail person. In case you're wondering, Jan's my detail person on this page. She helps keep me organized. She's unofficial, but was nominated. I always have that one student too. They're like, Miss Augustin. I'm like, thank you for helping me. All right, I think this is cute. Okay, then we do have all these other snowflakes that are already painted. I wasn't sure how many I was going to use. So I did 3 sets. Like I said, anyone who gets my little cutout today on my Etsy site, I will get you 3 extra sets of the snowflakes. Let's get these glued on. And then we're going to put some more snowflakes on. I use Gorilla Wood Glue. This one is the ultimate. I would not use this one again. I went and bought the original. This one gets a little, like it doesn't dry as clear. So I would recommend the original brand, or it says original on it. This one I just figured I might as well use it up, right? Jan, you're the best. You're the best. Hey, if I notice it, then I sure as heck know you noticed it. Yes, Sandy, it's okay. This surface is one of the doorbuster deals. It's a $10 chalkboard. It's double-sided. It just came out today for this week. So this chalkboard's part of the Blockbuster, and the wine bag, which I apologize, they were not available when they got us all the things. But the wine bag that's on there now, it's got like a drawstring at the top. You can use the heat transfers with that one if you choose. I'm gonna move my F over a little bit. We're getting there. We're almost done. Okay, now let me just get my transfer. Here we go. So you can grab that as of today. Okay? So you have your transfer. This one goes with this one, I believe. This one looks like it goes with this one. These two look similar. Once we flip it over, we'll know. All right, cute. All right, this one's wrong. I mean, it's not wrong, it's just not lined up. Okie doke, same deal. We're gonna do all these in bright white. I am 3 minutes over my time, but sorry, Charlie, that's not a surprise. I don't think you're gonna need 3 extra full sets. I think 2 sets total is gonna be enough for this project. We're gonna try this without me cleaning this up. Because I don't feel like cleaning my transfer. Oh, this one goes here. You're going to have one snowflake that is different than all the rest. It's going to be more closed. And that's the one that goes with your word welcome. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. It's a mess, but we're doing it. Hi, Christy. Chris, I'm sorry. Hi, Chris. How are you? Thank you for catching me live. I feel like lately most people are prefer the replay. So I've been trying to do more reels so you guys can catch them all. All right, this is going to be enough, I think. But of course, you can make as many or as few as you like. If you want a ton of snowflakes on here, you can totally do it. Hi, Lori. So glad you're here. I'm getting my left hand full of paste or water because it's, wow, covered in paste. Okay, let's finish it up. So I'm not going to use the other 2 sets, I don't think. Okay, let's try to get this dry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is 2 sets. Now, if you want to be able to change up your chalkboard, then this is how you can put this is not a magnetic chalkboard. Okay, but what you can do, now mine's going to look like this permanent because I glued this here. But if you don't want that, you could always just chalk on this and then sand it off and change that part. But if you want to make it permanent, I mean not permanent, if you want to make it temporary, but you still want to glue your snowflakes down, put a little piece of tape, smaller than this, obviously, and then glue it there, and then you can just pull your tape up, okay? So that way it's going to protect. Let me make a plan here first. That way it'll protect your chalkboard. You won't have you'll be able to take it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I may just let's do that. This is my plan. This is the plan, Stan. So if you want to be able to peel it up, what I mean is put a small piece of tape under where you want your snowflake to go. Okay, like so. And then put your glue on the tape. There's a tricky tip for you. Now you can use hot glue or whatever. I'm going to use tacky glue. Lori, this is from the club. Isn't it gorgeous, Teresa? It's from the club. That's the club snowman for the month. So I'm just going to put a dab of tacky glue on the blue tape and stick my snowflakes on top of it. You could do like command strips. There's lots of things you can do. This is what I had right now. But you wouldn't be able to use magnets because the board's not magnet, okay? Not magnetic. What do you think? Hit the heart button for me, guys. I think this turned out so adorable. Go grab yours. This will only be available while supplies last, or this frame will only be in this free. Oh, I didn't do this. Where did this one come from? Oh, up here. The frame will only be available this week. The free gift with purchase is only available this week, which is the transfer that I used today. That's only available this week while supplies last. So if it sells out, then it might sell out for the end of the week. The way you get it is you make a $50 purchase and then you get it free. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like it. Make sure you hit the heart button while you're here. And how cute! I think this turned out so cute. Thank you, Jan. I figured it out. I like processed out loud and found it. I think it's fun. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate you all. I'm always late. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.